Sometimes Bearcat. My dad will call me Bearcat. Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
He just made it up. He's just like Bearcat. Yeah, my brother's nickname is Fish Tank. That was his nickname.
Fish Tank.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
How about front row? Y'all have any nicknames that we can share with the public?
Wait, did you think that one was inappropriate?
I don't know. Sandy, Bearcat, I don't know. Maybe there's a story there we don't know about.
No story, just random. Sandy Cheeks, obviously SpongeBob reference, which I never got as a kid. But looking back, I get it.
I've been called Bunyan, as not the thing on your foot, but the
Paul
Bun.
Bunyan.
Yeah, since I was about 14 years old, some guy randomly
geez.
called me that, and it stuck to the point where a good percentage of people in my life don't actually know that's not my real name.
That's hilarious.
So who was Paul Bunyan?
It's
Legendary lumberjack.
Yeah, a huge lumberjack. He'd take down whole forest with one swipe of his axe, and he had a big, what was it, an ox, a big blue ox.
Yeah, big blue ox.
Yeah, named Babe.
Wow.
Mythical beasts.
Not the Lorax's friend.
Oh. So Bunyan.
Bunyan.
Not the foot problem.
Not the foot problem, which I think is most people's first assumption if they don't know the
Yeah.
They look at your feet and they're
Like, oh.
what's going on there?
Do I want to know?
Silence. No one else wishes to share. Tim, do you have a nickname?
I was on one project, and we were speaking about different animals and things like that, and being from Canada, I said something about a moose, and then because I was bigger than most of the people on that project, then they started calling me Moose.
Pretty good.
So
That's a
I
nice
like Moose,
nickname.
yeah.
This is kind of cool.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob. Nicknames?
Oh, you're on mute.
It
you
sounds
can't
like
hear
a
me talk.
conference call.
That was a
You're on
really
mute.
bad nickname you just said. I can't believe it.
Oh my
I just do whatever I want.
No, just
So no nickname, Jacob?
Nope, I can't think of anything.
Huh?
No, yeah.
It's not bad. Not bad to have no nicknames.
I'll be back
What
after
about you,
dinner.
Amanda?
Let's see. I think like my brother would call me Manda Panda, Pooh Bear after Winnie the Pooh. Those are the only ones that kind of were family related.
Let's see.
Amanda Panda.
Amanda
Amanda
Panda.
Panda. Amanda rhymes with a lot of things, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Pooh Bear, Pooh, whatever. But that's like Winnie the Pooh, not the other kind of Pooh. How about Dave?
Yeah.
Is Dave still here?
Oh, Dave just walked back in. Jane is at the station right now.
well now when we see the piles on the seafloor, then we
I'll give it
No.
back to Dave and you can
Yep.
ask him.
Maddie also just joined us.
I've never been so excited about stickers.
See, does she have any
No.
nicknames?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about nicknames.
Oh, like on the ship or in my
Children
life?
nicknames, yeah.
My dad called me Buttercup.
That's pretty good.
Aw,
Sweet
Um,
one.
That's sweet.
Or like, I feel like the classic Mad Dog, you know?
Mad Dog, like the drink? Or
Just because I'm a dog on the basketball court.
all right.
Oh, I've been called Sandal before, too.
Sand?
Sandal.
Oh,
Like the
Sando?
shoe, like
Do you have
sandal.
enough of these? Can I have one more?
Yeah.
Just said it on SBL, but okay, no problem. Thank you. Well, let's see, any other nicknames, anybody?
I bet Dave has a good nickname.
I bet he does, too.
No, not really.
What do you call your granddaughter? Does she have a nickname?
Loki.
Loki.
Loki, that's cute.
Yeah, her name's Lincoln. And somehow she got tagged with Loki. Possibly because of being a troublemaker sometimes. But in a good way. She's a good kid. The other two granddaughters, one's 4 and one's 9 months old, so I haven't really seen
Nothing
much of
yet.
anything.
There's still time.
The 4-year-old is Olivia, so she's called Liv most of the time. And the 9-month-old is Emma, and she hasn't developed any nicknames that I know of yet. And we'll be home in Oregon for 5 days, and then we're going to Coeur d'Alene and visit them and go trick-or-treating on Halloween.
Fun. A proper
Yeah.
Halloween.
That'll be
Proper
nice.
Halloween with a 4-year-old? Come on. Who's trying to decide between 3 different princesses and a witch.
Aww.
And it'll probably be some combination of all of them.
I've been really pitching the vampire squid. Like you could do like, I did it one year where I like had wires in my hair because I was on the ship and had like 8 arms, and then wore a blanket as a cape, and then you could like do blood and like the vampire teeth. Nobody's gonna know what you
No,
are.
I see the vision.
Yeah, you see the vision?
do.
I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
A little bit
Why,
spooky.
If only we were on the ship for Halloween.
I'm good. I've been on the ship for the last like 3 Halloweens.
Yeah, I've been on with you, I
Yeah.
think. Because I've been on a couple of Halloweens.
And last year we were on for Thanksgiving?
Dang.
And the year before? Or no, just last year.
Just last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited for like a trick-or-treat kind of Halloween.
Yeah.
Be fun.
In Oregon, where we live, it's a gated senior community, 55 and older and that kind of stuff, and we get no trick-or-treaters.
Oh,
And
that's
we're
kinda
always
sad.
ready. I have some plastic pumpkins with lights in them, and you know,
Aw.
and a bowl of candy and that kind of stuff. And I have to eat the candy all myself.
darn it. You don't say.
Oh man.
My wife helps too, so you know. So, but you'd think that with a whole community full of old folks that there'd be some grandkids that would come around or
Right.
something. And
Yeah.
How old is too old to go trick-or-treating? You know,
Uh,
asking
21.
for a friend. Free candy, you know.
Junior high school, I think, back when we had a house in a neighborhood and lots of kids around and that kind of stuff. We were 2 blocks away from the elementary school and, you know, and that kind of stuff, and a lot of young families in the neighborhood. We get a lot of kids, and it'd be great. And then, you know, about 9 o'clock, and you're starting to turn off the porch light, and these dorky junior high kids would show up wearing nothing, you know, remotely resembling a costume.
Night owls.
And go, trick or treat. Yeah, right.
See, I have this feeling though. It's like, if you're not trick-or-treating as a teenager, what else are you doing on Halloween? So
Yeah,
maybe,
right.
True.
I think trick-or-treating is a safe
yeah,
Yeah.
keeping
It
kids out of
is.
trouble.
Then you trade
You know, they're
candy
high on
afterwards.
candy, but hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Can't-
making
sugar is a safe drug.
costumes.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
It's legal. Okay, these comments in the chat are really funny. Is somebody nicknamed Vermont?
Yeah, that would be Kahana.
Kahena's nicknamed Vermont?
She
Okay.
doesn't
funny.
know why, or she
We
didn't say why.
really get an
We
explanation.
didn't get quite the
just said
answer
that
on that. She
In
said
certain communities, she was known as.
Vermont.
Yeah, not.
This comment is
So
straight up
ve-
state of Vermont.
Very, very mysterious.
She's never been to Vermont. No background there. Yeah. And no
That's
further
pretty cool.
explanation after that.
I kind of like the no explanation. That
Yeah.
feels, yeah,
Well, there you go.
Mystery.
the mystery.
Can all make up stories. You know, I
Sure.
think it's really great that in the forward lounge, there's a book that's like soft bound, looks like hand bound, and it's essentially bound thank you notes to Bob Ballard
Aw.
for all the
Oh,
expeditions.
that's pretty cool.
I
they've
saw
been on.
that. Yeah.
I thought that was really wonderful. Like people took some time to say thank you to him about how wonderful the expedition was that they were on, or what they got done, or just
Yeah.
you know, a simple thanks. I thought that was really special.
Yeah, I read through that one of the mornings when I was waiting for my coffee, and that
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Very
Terrible.
down to earth. Some of the people are, you know, scientists, heavy hitter scientists in their own right, and they took the time to express their gratitude. I
Yeah.
thought that was sweet.
Yeah, and for those that are tuning in or in the chat, like I save the really, really nice notes and put them in the
Oh.
notepad and send them out to the team. So
yeah.
even if we don't always say them on SPL, we're still always sharing them and reading them, and yeah, feels good, especially in these long blue water sections. Like we're doing this for something.
We appreciate
right.
everyone tuning in and sharing their stories and questions.
Yeah.
Definitely is inspiring for me. So much curiosity out there. People are really interested in what we're learning and finding.
Yeah.
And the level of commitment.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody, I think
It's
yesterday
true.
or the day before, said they started listening in 7th grade and they just graduated college.
That's incredible.
That's great.
Yeah, when, they tune in here and there, but how cool. Like we went to college with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They grew up with us.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. Oh.
I think for a lot of people, like, these places are sources of, like, hope for them, because this is just
Thanks,
about
Dave.
like exploration and like discovering new things, and you're allowed to be curious in this space. And I think that it's sort of like a beacon for people to, like, I don't know, for me at least, for a while it was like, wow, like that is something really cool that I would like to be able to get to, somehow, some way. But
So many unanswered questions remain.
so many. The more you learn, the more you want to know.
That's right.
And the more you realize you don't know anything.
Exactly,
Exactly.
exactly.
I'm with that.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I'm like, huh.
I
I
didn't
really-
know that.
Yeah.
When you're like younger and you think adults have
They
everything
know.
figured
You're
out.
like, no.
You've got it all worked out.
And then you're an adult and you're like, wait a
I
minute.
know far less than I
Clearly
did as a
not.
kid.
Dave, we have some insight on, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, when you were telling what countries were all tuned in the other day, I was quite impressed that somebody was watching from the Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
Especially with everything going on in Ukraine.
Thanks for coming,
Yeah.
tuning in.
Do you want to hear where everyone is from right now?
That is
Sure.
special.
Okay, we have the U.S., Canada. Shout out Tim. Is that Ryan up there? Hey, we got the Canadians in the room.
Canadians.
New Zealand, we have some Kiwis on the ship.
Hey, New
Cook
Zealand.
Islands, there's some Cook Islanders on the ship.
Hey, guys.
Netherlands, Israel, Guam, Australia, and Spain.
Wow, we got a pretty good mix.
Yeah.
I've been to Spain before. I really loved it.
Yeah, Spain
It was
is gorgeous.
beautiful. Yeah. Haven't been to any of the other countries aside from the U.S.
You've been to Cook Islands?
Oh, that's true. Well, for like
It counts.
half an hour.
Yeah.
It counts.
Makes sense. You were there.
No, you've been here for a month.
Yeah.
We're still in.
We're in
Yeah,
it.
true.
It's
the
True,
water,
true,
yeah.
true. That's a good point. I've been to 2 of those, 3 of those countries.
I'm sure the country list will increase a bit once we get to seabed.
Oh, I bet you're
Yeah.
right. I think it always does.
So there's some advice here, Dave, for candy. And one,
I'm always welcome.
or I should say for Halloween.
Yeah.
You're never
Free
too old.
advice.
Yeah, free advice. You're never too old to trick or treat, but you have to at least wear a costume.
True.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. If you're putting in the effort,
That's
Yeah.
valid.
yeah, you
That's
deserve
valid.
If
it.
you want the candy, you gotta work for it.
You're right.
And you always buy only candy that you like in
Oh.
case you have leftovers.
Yeah, that's the dangerous thing. I
Exactly
started buying
right.
candy that I didn't like because, by the time November rolled around, I was like, how did I get so much sugar in my system? Why do I need sugar every day?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I have a dependency here.
Yeah. You know what? Acceptance is the first step.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
What do you do with candy you don't like after Halloween?
I bring it to work.
Oh,
Okay.
My work family gets all of that
Got it.
extra candy.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't really
somehow
have.
it disappears within the day. So no problem.
There's always
There
going to
you
be
go.
somebody that
Nothing goes to
will
waste.
take it. Yeah.
I eat all my candy. I tried to do Halloween last year and had this huge bowl out for everybody. Not a single kid showed up, even though I live in a neighborhood.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
was
too
like, I know.
I love, I love going out for Halloween, don't get me wrong, but in my middle-aged years, now that my middle-aged years, just kidding. No, I love giving out candy. It's so fun, and like seeing all the little kids, and they're so
Yeah.
excited. And the creativity, like what people wear.
Some of these costumes nowadays are really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 4-year-old going out
Yeah.
with the 4-year-old and trying to, I'm just curious to see what Disney princess combination she lands on, because it's going to be something like that. And then my son
4-year-olds
and
are
I,
creative.
my wife surprised us and got us shirts. We have black shirts that say princess in a Disney script, and then in a
Aw.
block script says security. So we're going to like wear shades and be princess security.
That's hilarious. That's a good combo.
I saw it
Costumes.
when we were at Disneyland, a guy, girl dad guy with 2 little girls, like maybe 4 and 6, something like that, in princess costumes, and he's holding their hands and they're walking down Main Street in Disneyland, and he turned around to talk to somebody, significant other behind him or something, maybe grandma and grandpa kind of thing, and then he was wearing the princess security shirt.
Oh, I love that.
I pointed it out to my wife and I said, no, that would be cool. Petey should have one of those. My son's name is Petey.
That's amazing.
He should have
That's
that. And she
cute.
ended up getting one for each of us. So that'll be my costume, princess security.
One year, I think I was in 2nd grade. You know how you have like the one costume that you really remember as a kid, or at least I do? I was Princess Jasmine, and I loved my costume so much, but I had a calico cat that I put on a leash, and I carried the cat with me everywhere, like Raja from Aladdin. And
Nice.
my parents were like, the cat was Calico, and its name was Calico. And my parents were like, Cal's not going to like this, Maddie. And I was so dedicated. I was like, no, I'm taking my tiger with me through the neighborhood.
Right. Did Calico buy into the character?
Calico was not thrilled about it.
Not
It
too
lasted for like
excited.
10 minutes, but it was a valiant effort.
First 2 houses.
I've got one of those big kind of rubberized horse heads that you can put over your head.
Yeah.
And sometimes I answer the door to hand out candy to the kids. And when a lot of times they don't look up, they're just looking at the bowl of candy. And then every once in a while, if I want to get their attention, I just say, hey. and they
Oh
look
my
up and they just
gosh.
won't fall backwards.
First of all, here's this giant guy, right? Looking up at him, and then the horse head. Oh my God. You're
Yeah,
probably
and
the thing of nightmares in the neighborhood, Tim.
I'm not trying to scare
Hey.
them, but some of them they're just, their eyes pop wide open and they're
That's
just
great.
staring. It's
I have a
quite a good reaction.
I have a Darth Vader helmet, a real Darth Vader helmet from, when Star Wars came out. I bought one, and it's 2-piece, clamps on and that kind of stuff. And I used to wear that to the front door.
That's good.
Someone says they buy toys,
Oh,
like
wow.
slinkies and bouncy balls.
Dollar store, right?
Yeah, I'm going to that house.
Right?
But then this person says they're not going to hand out candy to a 35-year-old, which is oddly specific to my age. I feel personally attacked.
How about a 30-year-old?
Yeah, how about a 30-year-old? What's the delineation here? So Mike can go, but I can't? Is that what you're telling me?
Still a kid at heart.
Yeah. We were just discussing, like, is there an age that's too old for trick-or-treating? And somebody said, as long as you put in the effort for a costume, it counts.
I would agree with that.
I have a natural out though, Grandpa. I'm going as Grandpa, and taking a 4-year-old. The 9-month-old, I'm not sure she'd be too excited. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe dress her up and have her in a stroller or something. So we'll see. See what happens there.
Dave, if we're on the ship again for another Halloween, we should dress up as each other.
All right, cool. I have to get a wig. We both have to get
we
wigs.
both have to get wigs, yeah. That would be so funny.
All right, mentally filing that away. How would I dress as Madison? Ooh.
We have to pay attention to our sailing schedule and make arrangements prior.
Next year, it's going to happen.
I was
Here
in
for it.
Maui one year for Halloween when my kids were little, and so we dressed them up and went trick-or-treating, and it was quite a neat community. The whole place, it was like a big barbecue outside. All the neighbors got together and they were handing out, hot dogs or cold beverages to
Oh my
the
goodness.
adults. And
Wow.
it was, yeah, it was quite a good time.
Oh, nice.
Kids all enjoyed it. Yeah.
I spent most Halloweens in Anchorage, Alaska, so cold outside. It's always snow on the ground in Anchorage by Halloween. So
Same in Sitka.
yeah.
You
And then,
get all dressed up, but then you have to wear your winter coat over it.
no, come on, you guys weren't doing it right. Snowsuit, costume over the top.
Oh, you're right. I
My
wasn't
kids,
doing that
my
right.
kids did that, and no matter what they were, whatever costume it was, it was going to be moon boots for walking around.
That's great. I love that. All right. Well, you guys have a great watch. Thanks for letting me pop in.
Thanks for stopping by. There's potentially something in the water behind Atalanta on the sonar.
Oh yeah.
Be neat to see if they come in and what they are.
Come on closer.
3 kilometers down.
It could just be multiples of Little Herc too, but
Yeah.
No.
It's wouldn't that be Little Herc on the closer ring though?
that is Little Herc on the closer ring. But if it's double that distance or triple that distance, sometimes it's an echo. Or,
Okay.
Is it set, the rings, are they set to 10 or 20 meters?
I think 20 on Atalanta and 10 on Little Herc.
Right.
Come on closer.
And we're back. Amanda's not back yet, but
No, I just subbed her, so she'll be a while still.
Yeah, I just looked. It's 20 on Atalanta.
She likes it
and
if I
10
go
on
come up
Herc.
a bit late, so she can have a few more minutes before lunch and dinner, I think. Are you big on Halloween, Kahena?
what'd you say?
Are you big on Halloween tricking and treating and things like that?
No, not really.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
the same.
But I like to dress up with my friends.
Oh yeah? What, just normal?
Usually kind of just last minute, day of. Yeah. Did you hear us talking about it yesterday at all?
Oh no, were you talking about it?
I said that my Halloween costume this year was being a pregnant lady.
Oh really? Don't tell your mother, hey? Just what you should do is come home from the trip, right? Put on your costume and say, "How do I look, Mum?" And then
What
admit
you
it's Halloween.
couldn't see in the Nautilus live broadcast. No, we just put pillows in our shirts. So that's my kind of Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This year I got an excellent idea by actually someone in the chat to wear a yellow raincoat and like sailors or like a boat hat and then pass out Swedish fish.
Oh, okay. Swedish fish, is that a kind of sweet, is it, in the US?
Yeah, it's one of the lollies there.
Okay.
Very kind of like a gummy texture, but coated in, I don't know, something similar to sugar.
Wait, what do you mean? Is it a Swede? Is a Swede a candy for you?
Swedish fish.
No, sweet for us is a kind of root vegetable, like, like a pumpkin. But I mean, Swedish fish, I gathered that if it's trick or treat, it's a kind of sweet, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny whenever we'd have a chat with Nicola and she would talk about certain fruits and vegetables and I had no idea what she was talking about. Like the pie? Poi poi?
Pawpaw.
Pawpaw, yeah.
Pawpaw is papaya, yeah.
She's like, you can have the rest of the pawpaw if you like. I'm like,
The what?
thank you. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. No, it's all good. So, but do people often trick? Is it all treating these days? I presume. I don't suppose people pull tricks on the kids anymore.
No, 100% treating. I don't think, yeah, you'd want the retribution.
Yeah.
The people that try the trick still, they just get...
Eggs, toilet paper.
Yeah. Retaliation.
Oh,
Serious
I see.
retaliation.
So the kids actually prefer it if you trick them so that they feel entitled to retaliate.
Now that we have Ryan and Josh in the room, did you guys go trick-or-treating together as kids?
We went out on Halloween, but it wasn't trick-or-treating so much. It was fireworks. Not necessarily pointed at the sky.
Yes. How old are you talking when you were doing that?
Oh, man. Early teens, probably,
Yeah.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, my brother and I used to experiment as well with flammable material.
Yeah. I think we need to retape this thing. It slips.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can shove it that way just a little. You're like right on the margin.
So
of
when
the
you were a
metal.
teenager, Hannah, you grew up in Norway. You were still in Norway then, weren't you?
I moved from Norway when I was 10.
Oh, 10, still
So
quite
as
young.
a teenager, I was in Berkeley.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
It
was
was kind of a good, actually, good timing. Like I think Norway is a good place to be as a kid.
Yep.
Because it's so safe. I could just roam freely. It was, you know, nice nature, good education.
Yep.
So it was overall like a very happy childhood place.
Yep.
And we had like a nice backyard, lived close to, you know, the beach and stuff, could go skiing, all that. And then I think as a teenager, Norway can get a little bit boring. It was kind of fun being in like a bigger city as a teenager. So it was a good, I think, time to move away. But my older brother was 16 when we moved. I think that was a little bit harder for him, harder timing. Going in as a junior in high school and a whole new schooling system. All of a sudden he has to take the SATs and apply to colleges, and he just had no idea what was going on. So
shame, yeah.
But yeah, I got the better end of the stick, I think. Why do you ask?
I was actually, was a more shallow question, but I want to know about Norwegians and fireworks and Halloween. Do they do anything that time of the year, or?
Yeah, they celebrate. I think generally the culture isn't as excited about Halloween as America. It kind of like is adapted from American culture, but as a kid, someone was asking me earlier today, as a kid I'd go trick-or-treating.
Oh yeah.
With my neighborhood, and some people my age still have Halloween parties and stuff, so it's really just depends on the person. But it's not as big of a thing in Norway.
Yeah, I don't recall people trick-or-treating much in Australia at all, actually. It's probably a few kids who give it a go, but it's more like a party, and maybe some costumes. And then, what was my question for you? So what about fireworks? Do the Norwegians do fireworks, or is it all a safety risk and they're all locked away?
Honestly, I don't remember many fireworks in Norway. A lot in Berkeley, a lot in California, but I mean, there's other ways that the kids have fun there. Like all the 14-year-olds get their like, it's not actually like a four-wheeler, but it's like a a kind of scooter
Yeah.
car type of
Oh,
thing,
okay.
like that they'll drive around on,
Yeah.
which was quite dangerous actually. When I'm looking back on it. But no fireworks. Yeah.
Same in Australia. It's all controlled.
Yeah, there's no like weapons, no fireworks. Even the police officers don't have guns in Norway, so yeah, it's very, very safe place. Yeah. I feel like they probably banned fireworks. If anything, just for the noise even more, just for the trash that it creates.
That's right, yeah.
The hazard.
Yeah, certainly some pets get upset with fireworks. I don't know what it's like in the US. Probably they're all used to it now. But,
actually, now that you say that, I remember being at one of my friend's houses as a kid, and her dog was freaking out.
Yeah.
Because of fireworks, so there must be fireworks.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Hawaii. There must be.
Hawaii, it's technically illegal to have fireworks, but I have, I have not been to a place that has more fireworks on celebrations than Hawaii.
Yeah.
They are just all over the place. And if you ever get a view sitting up on like the mountain overlooking the city or any side of the island, they are just everywhere.
Lit up, huh?
It is so beautiful, but loud.
Yeah.
And it just goes on all night long.
Oh, wow.
New Year's Eve, 4th of July, they'll do it all.
Well, they got a lot cheaper, I think. I remember they were quite expensive when I was a kid. And then, yeah, I guess probably the Chinese or someone started making them a lot cheaper.
Still amazes me how many of them end up in Hawaii, considering it's illegal to both bring them in and export them and set them off. Part of my theory for the time I was living there was that it was the cops that confiscated them and then lit them.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Always had a stockpile.
I did, it was New Year's actually, once in Papua New Guinea, in a place called Rabaul. And all I know is that was not the night to be lost at sea setting off a flare, because there were so many red flares in this. Everyone just fired off all their expired flares basically. The whole harbour was just full of about, I don't know, maybe 100 red flares all going off.
We have some clarification here for you, John. Swedish fish is a gummy candy. It's like Haribo, trolling, worms, or gummy bears. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
That was
I've had some Haribo gummy bears.
Essential information.
Yeah, but fish-shaped, I take it.
Definitely fish-shaped.
Yep, they're red.
Are you going to adopt the Swedish accent as you go around handing out these Swedish fish? Like the guys, the Swedish chef out of...
that would be very good.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Or you should go and watch some of the Muppets. The Swedish chef in the Muppets. Have you seen him?
No.
Oh, why don't you do that as some of your research? I'm not going to pretend to imitate him.
The Norwegians have a very interesting way of speaking.
That's it. You remind me of Jen's from DNV.
Did she speak like this?
He did speak. He does speak like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Let's see, how deep are we currently? 3,442 meters deep.
You're doing okay.
Hey.
Look at the depth, 27 meters a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time to bottom approximately 1 hour.
Through.
Yeah.
Technically, we're falling through.
Actually, I should work out what's terminal to velocity in water. Let's do that as a fun fact, eh?
Still flying, just in a downward direction.
I'll do it for a
cube. It actually requires the thrusters to be on, right? And there's an active effort to go down, so...
For little Herc, yeah. I think Atalanta's falls. Was a winch.
More
winch
like swimming downwards than anything.
Yeah, Little Herc is positively buoyant. And then Atalanta's negatively buoyant, so it just drops as we winch out.
Okay.
And then Little Herc has to push itself down.
A lot of eggs today for dinner, huh?
I saw those sandwiches, yeah.
Yeah.
The sandwiches,
well, not
the
just
quiche.
sandwiches. Yeah. There's more eggs than you think.
Well, I didn't have any eggs, personally.
No?
Same.
I had
I didn't have
shepherd's
any eggs
pie
either.
and shrimp sandwich.
I didn't have anything, so I hope you left me something.
Yeah, there's food left. I think those stores are running low.
Yeah. Yeah.
She did mention that was the last time we were having quiche, though. It's like
Yeah.
a broccoli quiche.
She did say that. Yesterday she said it was the last of our beans, too.
That is terrifying. Because the beans and rice is my my go-to for lunch. Tiny bits of both.
Well, we only have a couple more days left.
Oh my God.
I think she said we ran out of chocolate chips, too.
Yep.
Oh no.
I know.
Time to break out the chocolate bar I have in my backpack. Been saving for the entire cruise.
Just for that emergency ration toward the end when you knew we would run out.
No, yeah, that's why I keep it.
Luckily, I have my Nutella.
You have a jar of Nutella?
I do.
That is worth a lot of money here.
If you're ever feeling desperate, come find me.
Yeah, the other day when the shortbread cookies were out, Nutella would have been awesome on those.
Yeah, no, that's good. 26 meters a second is not that far off. I kind of figures it would approach terminal velocity. It does depend on a lot of the properties of the thing that's falling through the water, but yeah.
Do you all celebrate Day of the Dead?
Well,
Dia de los Muertos?
Not in Australia. We know about it, of course, but I don't think I ever recall there being. I wouldn't be surprised, of course, if some Central American restaurants or something make up a special evening for it. But yeah, there's nothing official that I know of. Yeah, when you were in Central America, that was it earlier this year, I think you went. Was it around the same time? I don't even remember when that day is.
No, it's in October.
Oh, okay.
It's maybe like the 1st, or maybe, yeah, I think it might be the 1st of October. Let me see. 1st of November, I mean. Yeah, the 1st and the 2nd of November.
So straight after Halloween, basically.
Yep.
You can get 2 for the price of 1.
It's Halloween right after we get done, isn't it? Pretty soon.
Oh,
On
a week.
the 31st.
Yeah,
On
so
theme with all the spooky creatures we've been seeing.
oh, really? Which ones are? Oh, I suppose that lizardfish is pretty spooky.
And the faceless eel.
Faceless seals, yeah.
That's what the whole like video post was. It was like, ooh, spooky eel.
Are they going to do a special highlights reel for Halloween?
They did.
I don't know. They should, shouldn't they?
Yeah, they did. They
Oh,
posted
they did.
they did one for Typhlonus nasus.
Ah, okay.
It is kind of crazy that skin growing over someone's eyes, you know, so.
Yeah.
I think it tracks.
Also, everything kind of looks like ghosts down there.
That's right.
I was saying earlier today that this year's costume for me might be like a ghost costume, like a sheet.
Oh, okay.
Cutting out the eyes, you know, the classic, but
Yeah.
instead of being a ghost, I'll be a sponge.
Yes. Okay. You could be a. How are you gonna make it look not like a ghost and like a sponge? Are you gonna give yourself a bulbous head or something and turn yourself into a stalk, or it's gonna be tricky, I think.
Maybe I should draw like an anemone on me and say I'm a sponge on an anemone.
Send us pictures anyway. Whatever you do, please let us know what you end up with.
You just have like some fake anemones attached to your arms.
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, festoon yourself with critters.
Like, I'm a carnivorous
So
sponge.
Yeah, like you've just been, you're full of parasites, or not parasites, your own symbiotic creatures. And then when people give you sweets, you say, what about the rest of us? We all need to eat too. That'd be a great idea, yeah. Put an anemone on the side of your head.
I have like secret pockets throughout the sheet.
Yeah.
For all the different candy I'm collecting.
Yeah. Does sound a bit complicated.
The goal was to make it as easy as possible.
I've slowed down a little bit, Ryan.
Okay. You could get some cockroaches and staple them to your outfit. Paint them white. Spray paint them white.
Yeah.
There you go. That's easy.
Pods. There you go.
There you go.
Slow down intentionally? Or
I think being a Swedish fisherman's a lot easier.
I had to go forward a little more because I was starting to slide.
What I found,
bit, so
I remember going to a Halloween party when I was a kid,
slowed me down.
and this was the easiest costume I ever did, was I just turned myself into a mummy.
Into a mummy? You used toilet paper?
Yeah, but no, I just got some cotton, an old sheet, and cut it up. But I didn't do the whole body, because I wore, I think, long sleeves and long trousers and shoes. So all I had to do was my hands and my face and the neck. Yeah. So you wear
might do that.
Yeah, wear something zany, right? And then, yeah. Certainly not a lot of effort. And then later on the night, when you get tired of it, you take the wrapping off, throw it in the bin, and then you swing your clothes. Yeah. For someone who doesn't like dressing up much, that worked for me.
Have you guys ever thrown, like dinner parties or like parties where it's dress up themed?
No. We're very boring. Our office does it. We did a Christmas party last year. So everyone had to adopt a superhero outfit.
Nice.
And then we did a round the island race, basically, being given tasks and competing. And it was terrifying to see how competitive our office could become. It was just incredible. Yeah.
Was the race, like you could use a car?
Yeah. Each team had a van.
Okay.
And then we had to go from place to place. And there was a series of questions. And when you got the question, someone gave you the next question. And it turned into a race for the finish line right at the very end. Yeah.
Wow. Sounds dangerous considering there's only one road.
Like if I put more forward on.
Not a car race. It was like a, you know how you do cross-country skiing, but you have like 4 people on the skis each. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then I was drifting backwards for a bit there.
It was good fun, actually. Yeah.
So we'll see if I can maintain that.
There's some pictures, actually. It was in the office. I don't know if you saw them on the cupboard.
I think I did.
Yeah.
People dressed up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed won the best costume. He did the Joker, I think.
I still haven't met Ed.
Oh, haven't you?
No.
You'll get, I
don't even know what he looks like because the Zoom was not working.
That's right. You didn't know what any of us looked like. You just turned up. We've got a event on the night we get back in. He should be there for that. So
nice.
You get to finally meet him.
You said we have an event the night we go in?
Yeah. Yep. At Vienna's, it's a place down the road from where we come on in. I think Adam or Renato will announce it in due course.
It's just a dinner, I think.
Or
It's on the beach, and there's a picnic table set up, and nice drinks, and probably finger foods, just platters of various things.
I heard we might be doing tours. Is that a thing too?
Of the vessel? Yeah. Yeah, on the, so we get on the Tuesday morning, and then on the Wednesday.
You can go up to like 30 to catch up, maybe.
We'll, in the afternoon, public tours, and we'll have a bit of an event in the morning. So.
What kind of event?
Some people will turn up, including some important ones, and then we'll set up. It looks like it's going to end up now on the quayside. There'll be some speeches and carryings on, and then there'll be some food and drink. And then, yeah, they'll come aboard and do some VIP tours and things like that. And then, when we arrive, there'll be a small blessing too. Blessing and a cultural show. So, no, it should be fun. And that'll take care of a fair bit of, excuse me, Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday afternoon, we'll have some public tours as well. We don't know how many people will come, but public tours aren't that unusual in Rarotonga for visiting vessels. Like I think US Coast Guard, and there's a French Navy ship that comes through, and they often do tours. But yeah, I know there'll be some people really keen to come aboard and see this control room for themselves and the back deck, and or try not to put their fingers in the wrong bits of an ROV.
Oh, so we get in on the 20th?
At 21st in the morning.
It is the 21st.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're trying to plan a bonus dive on the 20th. And we'll finish late in the evening of the 20th, and then we'll be off the beach and go in the morning when they're ready to take us. At this stage there's no conflict. Sometimes there's a conflict for space, but it looks like the quayside's wide open for us. Yeah, the dive will do, or the bonus dive, we guess we're calling it a bonus dive. It's kind of like a make-up dive for what we couldn't do on the Manahiki Plateau. So it'll be a short one though, it won't be 36 hours, it'll be a lot less than that. Yeah. It's a bit sad really, thinking about it like that. No?
Thinking about it coming to an end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit our stride.
I know. One more weekend, really.
Yep, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. But we got so much good science out of the work that's been done. I think it's going to take us quite a lot of work to digest it and synthesize it. And we're not just talking about the megafauna. We've got some great multi-beam that we've picked up in various places. And we've got some CTD data that I'm really quite keen to process as well, to integrate with our existing CTD data sets around the country. Yeah.
But it's also going to be extremely nice to have that potential ID guide for all of the animals and megafauna here in Cook Island waters. Yeah, that's going to be a really important job. Is we want all the people working in the Cooks as much as possible work to the same template so that the data can be integrated. And the APSMA catalogue is what at least a couple of groups have said they're going to use. So we talked to the people, before we came on board, we talked to the people who produced the APSMA catalogue and asked if there'd been an update, and they said no, they've got new information, but they haven't integrated it yet. So we're running with what they had. We reformatted everything and put it into a format where we could access things more easily. And what that also means is we can update it more easily. So the first thing to do will be to just go through all the logging, try and find megafauna examples of everything, one of each, I guess. And then go through the catalogue, and probably what we'll do is we have a lot of room in the layout we set up. We'll probably just make an area on the bottom, which will be, the top will be the existing images, and then underneath we'll probably build the Cook Islands examples.
just so that we have something from the cooks, and then we've got the option if we keep the other one or not. So the first thing, of course, is a lot of our data images are much better quality than the old ones because the camera is so high resolution. And a lot of the older ones too are vertical, where we've been able to take oblique images, which can be a bit better for identification. Even if you're using a vertical image in the future, having an oblique equivalent can be really helpful. So I think we'll do that, something like that, and then we'll go from there. And then there'll be some, of course, that are not in the catalogue. We already know that we've seen things that aren't in the catalogue, and the ones that aren't in the catalogue we'll make new entries for, even if we write unknown at the top. And then it'll be a question of talking to specialists around the world to see if they can identify them for us, and if no one can identify them, we might have something new. So that's definitely not you're not going to knock that out in a couple of days. That's a bit of a process for someone to go through. And of course the main purpose of what we're doing is to compare the different geomorphons. So we'll have to get each dive, we'll have to see what the life was like. I'll have to talk to someone who's got experience in the testing of the data, because you need to be statistically viable, you need to have various explanations for the way things change, and then we'll see what we can tease out of it. So I think the relationship between NOAA, OET and SBMA on this will continue, because I know some of the other scientists are really keen to see if we can write a paper or something with the data we've got, because people have written papers on similar data sets in the past, and it'll be a good contribution for us to go forward.
Yeah, getting a scientific paper out of all of this data that we've collected would be incredible too.
Yeah.
Would that then be a collaboration amongst all the lead scientists?
Traditionally, I'm not sure, but often the entire science team is part of the publication actually.
Nice.
So I'm not sure what the standard is. I'm not sure who will lead on it. I guess I'd be looking to Amanda to try and suggest how that'll come together, and then whatever they think is fair. And if they're not all co-authors, they'll certainly be acknowledged. Usually you acknowledge everybody in the back.
Yeah, I've always been curious about how co-authorship works. How does it, do people, I mean, I guess everyone does it differently, but do you, have different sections assigned to different people, or do you all kind of?
So these days the journals are getting quite strict on co-authorship. It used to be you could just put everybody who'd collected even a bit of data into it. And these days when you submit a paper for publication, the contributions of each and every author need to be spelled out. And there's some latitude still. Help with data collection is probably enough, but yeah, you've got to think about that pretty carefully. And I think normally and then you've got to get permission, of course, from everyone if they want to be co-authors. And then there's usually a draft that goes out, and all co-authors should see it and have an opportunity to edit it. And in my experience, sometimes I'm co-author on something and I glance through it in 5 minutes and go, oh yeah. And then there's others where I have embarrage with what they've come up with, and it ends up being a discussion to try and incorporate maybe some of the things. Even if I'm not an important co-author, you've got to listen to everyone if you want their name on the document. And if they made a material contribution, they really should be on the document. So, yeah.
I think now, at least the way I've seen it for the last couple of publications we've been doing, was that the authors are only the people that have had any contribution to the writing of the paper itself. Yeah. And then anybody that's helped with collecting data, anyone that's played a role in it, just gets added into acknowledgements. Yeah. And I think there might be another section.
Yeah, the important thing is sometimes the conceptualization of what you're doing, because people often play a role there, but yeah. But certainly if they've been part of the review process and things like that as well, yeah. But in addition to publications, there'll be at least a few technical reports. So the first thing so what's happening is this cruise is taking place under a Seabed Minerals Authority research permit. We have an umbrella permit. So there's requirements on SBMA to report back to the National Research Council. So we have to give them a report. It's one. Secondly, we then pass some of those requirements on to the partners, the three of us. So we've already done the first report. The first report was done when we did the crew change in Aitutaki.
Oh, wow.
So we did what's called a post-expedition leg report, and we've got them for license holders in the Cooks, but we just made a requirement for MSRs to do the same thing. It's not that hard to do. It's only a 2 or 3 page document, and that's already been submitted. So we'll do another one at the end of leg 2. And then a little bit later, we'll do a post-expedition report. That takes a bit longer to do. It takes maybe 6 months or a year even before that's completed, much more detailed. And then there's papers and technical notes. Anyway, I see I'm off. Have a good shift, guys, and I reckon you're going to get to see the seabed before you're done.
Right.
So
Definitely, if we're there in the next 40 minutes.
Thanks, John.
Okay.
Sooner than that, I think.
See ya.
It's great hearing from you.
Do you know the expected depth? Is it 5160?
It's 5040.
5040.
Yeah.
5040. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
That's okay. Well, we're good.
You got it?
Yeah.
Shaved off a few minutes.
Yeah.
Got it right on the bullseye.
Nice. It's the little things.
It is.
Quite the view off the stern.
Mm.
Oh,
See,
wow.
the sun is setting down for another day.
That messes with me when I go outside. It's like being in a casino, and then you step outside. Oh, it's dark.
Jacob, in comparison to where we're landing, where is waypoint 1?
It's over here. Here, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see it.
Ah, there it is. Landing due west.
So what did I miss while I was eating a delicious dinner?
Oh. We heard a bit about Halloween.
Scavenger hunt. What's that about?
More Halloween stuff. I'm not sure what the scavenger hunt was in reference to.
John was talking about the around the island Halloween thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, they were doing a race around the island. That was like a Christmas themed thing. So they all dressed up as superheroes, and it was about the first person to get to the other end of the island. SBMA did that.
Oh,
Sounded pretty fun. And then we heard a bit about the potential for publication about everything that we're finding here after we get back.
yeah. Plenty of new information, and looking forward to talking with our shoreside scientists about what might be interesting to pursue. But
I believe you were nominated to write that.
What was that?
I believe that you were nominated to
I was nominated to lead.
You're in
Yeah.
charge,
Okay.
Amanda.
Wow, that sounds like fun. It's definitely been wonderful to explore different environmental types. So I think our our first dive, we traversed a relatively rugged seafloor area with these sort of knoll features or mounds, little high rises off the seafloor. So pretty complex. And then our second dive, we did an abyssal plane dive that had a high concentration of nodules. Let's see. Third dive was on the seamount. That was really interesting in terms of like traversing uphill along the seamount and seeing nodules sort of collected in little patches up the mountain and the different fauna that we were encountering throughout. And then the dive that just completed earlier today was another abyssal plain dive filled with nodules and lots of diversity as far as the eye could see. We've seen at least 2 different kinds of octopuses, maybe 3. 2 major groups at least. Lots of different kinds of deep sea corals, a suite of different fish species, and sponges. Sponges and echinoderms were pretty prevalent throughout all the dives, all those sea cucumbers here and there, eating up the seafloor sediment. So today's dive, we'll see what we find. It's potentially an area of low density of nodules, but we won't know until we get there. Hopefully a contrast to the other sites, but we'll get to explore it all with you all.
Yeah, we're about 1,000 meters to the bottom.
Almost there.
Let's go. I'm making a little cartoon.
Oh, I was wondering what you were drawing over
the
there.
Sea life.
Yeah.
Encountering our UFO looking ROVs. And yeah, I'm wondering if you guys have any input. Right now, we have the animals down there kind of talking amongst themselves. Coral, Octo, we have a UFO coming and invading. And then the octopus tries to run away and says, run! And another one tries to hide and says, shh. And then another one where the coral says, I've always wanted to be on TV. And
yes, as corals would. I totally see that personality type.
Totally.
Yep.
Can you hold it up so we can see this?
Oh, I didn't outline it yet or anything, but
hold it up to the camera. It's right in front of you, right in front of your monitor, right there.
Okay, there's part of it at least.
Nice.
So you can see the ROVs coming down. The octopus says run.
Hold on, still trying to get this up.
Are you going to put the faceless Cuskill going, what?
I don't see anything. That's good.
Hold on. There. So now you can see that it's at 3. So pan it a little bit to your left.
Okay, that's awesome.
There you go. I like it.
It's work in progress. I'm just looking for some feedback. This part hasn't been outlined yet. But yeah, there's the ROV, has this little zoom coming
octopus
out.
On the bottom that says shh, that's funny. Very good.
At the end, one of them says, because the ROV's trying to pick up a nodule, and one of them says, why do they want to take Billy's back door? But I wasn't really sure what I should like. What should the nodule be? Is it someone's house? Is it someone's hat?
Go with hat.
It's a hat?
A straw cowboy hat, do that.
I was thinking maybe the continuation to this is the rock is up in the boat, hanging out with the scientists, but where do y'all think the story should go? Should it stay on the seafloor or should it go into the Nautilus?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
There is a story on the Nautilus. We do talk about the dives in and amongst ourselves, kind of create stories about the animals that we've encountered. So you could have characters on
That's
board.
true. That's very true. I was thinking of making a drawing of Josh and Ryan as like little elementary schoolers.
Oh,
being
flying
like,
the pilots.
being like, I really want to go. Work on a boat one day.
Oh, there you go. And now they're all grown up.
Pick me, pick me.
Pick me.
Or yeah, little kids driving the ROVs, riding them like dragons. I liked your suggestion. What was it, Michael?
The faceless cusk eel.
Oh, yeah. The eel. I can't see anyone.
Keeps running into the ROV. Denied.
That's good.
Little animated bonk.
Bonk.
Or it says, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So it's going to be a hat? Is that what the nodule is for those animals down there?
Yeah.
All right.
So you're going to have a cowboy hat on the nodules?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking what the nodule means to them.
Oh.
Initially, it was like a house or like a back door. It's like, oh, why are they taking Billy's door?
Oh.
But I think everyone wants the hat. Be a really big hat. Or it could be a different sample. It's not a nodule. Something smaller could be the hat.
Super creative. That's awesome.
That's what looking at a blue screen will do to you. We were talking about how time leads to creativity.
That's right.
So for those of you just tuning in, we're currently approximately 80 nautical miles north of Aitutaki. And our transect was chosen so it surveys through regions displaying different acoustic backscatter. So it's thought to represent different habitat types on the abyssal plains, and this region has lower backscatter values compared with previous dives. So Nav, could you tell us a little bit about what that means?
Go Nav, go Nav, go Nav.
Jacob?
You on SPL, Jacob? You're being, oh, you're muted. There you go.
What were you saying?
Would you be able to tell us a little bit about what the lower backscatter values mean?
Yeah, so
I can put a high pack up on satellite. You can tell everybody about it.
Ooh, that'd be great.
If you want to zoom out and then.
yeah, I don't know if I have backscatter on HiPAC.
Oh.
I could talk about it though.
You can talk about our.
Yeah, so so obviously sonar is using sound, right? It's sending out like a pulse of sound, and it's timing the amount of seconds it takes for it to go down, touch the seafloor, and come back, right? We hear the reflection. So that's like two-way travel time. So really everything we're measuring is time, basically. And we can also tell kind of the strength of the return and how much of that sound we get reflected is backscatter. So if something has a high reflectance, right, so that would generally be something that's either very smooth and compacted. So if you think of like really, it could be a hard rock, right, or it could be something with very platy minerals that kind of like would have like a smooth surface for it to reflect off of, and that would give us higher intensity values. Whereas if you have something that maybe scatters the sound around, like a bunch of coral, or if you had unconsolidated sediments, a bunch of sand, that's going to absorb more of that sound. And we can kind of see what level that we get that return back at, if that makes sense. So when we're talking about intensity values or intensity maps, they kind of give us not an assumption, but they give us an idea of what the seafloor is actually made out of by like their density and like their morphology. That's why when they're looking at high intensity values, they're like, okay, well, this must be a bunch of nodules because we're getting more reflectance. Does that kind of make sense?
Yep. Cool.
Do you want to talk about where we're going to go, what we're going to see?
Yeah, I actually was not given our dive plan. But I know this is an area that has relatively lower backscatter intensity values. So we're kind of curious to see if we have like the same density and like size and morphology of the nodules themselves and kind of where they're at.
Right behind you, Jacob.
Ah, thank you. Yeah. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the nodules. Although we get to run up this this pancake at the end, that's kind of fun. Same thing we're doing, 10 waypoints, a kilometer between each. So 10 kilometers, 36 hours. Did that answer your question? Do you have any more?
Yep. No, that answered the question. Someone commented, I think you mean mud, because sand has very high backscatter value, similar to hard rock.
No. I would say that's definitely not what I see normally.
Okay. So sand has low backscatter value.
It has, yeah, so you think of it as like it's like a factor of grain size. Mud can actually have a very high reflectance, believe it or not, because like the minerals, they have like these large platy minerals, and like the way they interlock with each other, it creates like a very smooth surface that's actually very good at reflecting sound.
Mm.
But yeah, rock's going to have very high backscatter returns.
Okay.
I guess sand could technically give you. Really, everything's relative.
Is it ever deceptive?
A lot of times, yeah. Actually, I've seen people. I knew one guy who was looking for these rotated block faults, basically, on the East Coast, and he had this giant, bright intensity map that he was looking at, and he's like, "Hey, this has to be where my block faults are, right?" So he goes out, and he has they have like an ROV, and like they put everything down, and they went and they look at it, hoping to find these block faults, and what they actually found was a field of sand dollars that were just very dense.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and closely packed together.
Unanticipated.
That's awesome.
Right, so that just, it goes to show like the importance of ground truthing your data, which is kind of what we're doing here now. And then with all these little dives that we're doing, we're able to kind of correlate that across the entire area.
Okay. Do you think there'll ever be any sort of like newer technology where we won't need to rely on backscatter?
I mean, backscatter is a pretty new technology. I mean, well, we've always had backscatter data, but as far as being able to process it and use it, that's pretty, that's relatively new. So like, I've done work with calibrated backscatter, which is kind of like the tippy top of what they do now. And basically they have these like split beam echo sounders that they use for identifying and counting like fish populations, if that makes sense. And what we can do is we can take a tungsten ball, right, and we can hang that within the little window, the swath of, basically we can pull it in between the beams of like the actual single beam echo sounder, and we know kind of what this 38.1 millimeter tungsten sphere is going to return, and we can conform like everything to that value, and then we can take like a, you know, maybe a different sonar like a Kongsberg or like an R2 Sonic or something along those lines, and we can actually adjust the values that we're getting from those different sonars to the value we're getting from our calibrated backscatter. So we're taking we have the calibrated backscatter that we do, and then we normalize other sonars, and then you can actually compare backscatter between different systems. It's really interesting. And then they also have like multi-frequency backscatter. So obviously we have like sub-bottom systems which have low frequencies relatively, and those lower frequencies, they're able to penetrate further down into the underlying substrate. So if you can imagine, they have sonars that might ping at like a 200 kilohertz, a 300 kilohertz, and maybe even like a 400 kilohertz, right? And then multi-frequencies, they alternate a ping in each frequency, and then we can watch how those different frequencies interact with the underlying substrate, and then we can actually use that to infer what we think the different, basically we're getting different depths, so we can use that to infer what the different objects are. So I've seen it used a couple times. The Army Corps did it in Charleston. I think like Outpost 40, they went out and they were looking at like, they had a storm come through and they had an object in the entrance channel, and they were curious as to if that was like something solid or just like pluff mud that got kind of piled up. And they used multi-frequency backscatter to identify that it was in fact pluff mud, just by having knowledge of the different sediment types and like the area itself. They knew like it was pluff mud on top of limestone. So when they did these multi-frequency, this multi-frequency survey, and they processed everything, they were able to look at it and be like, okay, well this blue layer, because they color code it usually, this blue layer is the pluff mud, it's on top, it has to be, and then underneath we knew this like red layer was the limestone. And then when they looked at the object, they saw that it was blue, and they were like, okay, well that means that's the same material as the rest of the sediment, and it's pluff mud. And they went and checked, and it was. So I guess that's a lot of words.
Oh, that was a great sort of background. Do you use backscatter in your research, Amanda?
Yeah, backscatter, and I was just going to remark on the sub-bottom profiling that Jacob was talking about. I'd say one of the tools that we've used to try to detect where to find reef building deep sea corals has been sub-bottom profiling. Basically the way that the frequency sound hits the coral fragment or the coral matrix, the reef builders are kind of fuzzy and characteristic. So when you make a map of the seafloor using the sub-bottom profiler, you can see like mound features, and then on the top of the mounds where these corals are growing, there's sort of this fuzzy characteristic to it. And then when you go and take like an ROV or a tow camera down there, you see it's a great way of pinpointing and targeting locations to dive at. So it's the different kinds of mapping tools, the different instruments that we have on board help us refine the locations where we plan to do further characterization or observations or exploration. And each one has its uses and pros and cons. You can't do everything with only one instrument, but together they provide a holistic view of the seafloor in a way that you can get more information than less. Back in the day when I started working in the deep sea, the sub-bottom profiler used to print out on like this dot matrix printer, so you'd have to watch watch the screen, watch the printer print out, and then go back to a certain time point, figure out where the ship was at a certain time, and then essentially drive the ship back to that location if it was a target of interest, and then use that for sampling and target sampling. Now we have a bit better ways, a little more refined process to come back to the places where we want to dive at or do further sampling. A little easier to maneuver.
Now explain dot matrix printer.
Okay.
Go.
That and a VHS.
Yeah, the VHS.
Our fathometer used to have electronic chart paper,
Yep.
and it would like burn into the chart. I used to miss those little chart reels. Now everything's all electronic.
We have a message.
Yeah.
When does the watch with the Polynesians start? You guys are bored of us?
I guess so.
Is that what you're saying?
Rude. I think I take
Wow.
offense at that.
That's okay.
I have a theory, an inkling that one of them sent that in themselves.
We're doing our best out here, but we definitely have had quite the array of conversation topics.
Yeah, the time's been flying by for me.
Yeah.
Really has been. I mean, we're only like 12 minutes-ish from the bottom.
Ooh, almost
Hey,
there.
woo.
And the
We are
sun's
nearly
going
there.
down. Now, if they could just line up the stern so the sun would go down right between the A-frame, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So can you talk to the ship, Jacob?
If we turn, it'll be very hard to hold position, so we'll unfortunately
It's
have
not
to
that
stay.
important, I guess.
Yeah.
It's more important to keep on track.
Well, I mean, we should reach bottom before the sun actually sets. So we can just shift after.
There you go.
Who is that laughing?
Everyone's laughing.
Well, on a side note, at least I did see one shrimp during this descent.
You saw one shrimp.
I saw one shrimp.
Okay. So I'm looking back through some fishes. Got a great email from Dr. Ken Sulak, who's retired from the USGS deep sea fish expert. He was reviewing the dives and providing us with some updated IDs to discuss. So I'll have to go over that with you, Mike, but sort of flat-faced cusk eel that we've been seeing.
Yep.
He's identified as the Porogatus.
The one we've been identifying potentially as Lucicorus or a different one?
Probably. But nothing that we write down as firm. So subject to change, as always.
So I have a question for my cartoon. How do the bottom feeders actually like eat the marine snow?
That's a good question.
What would that look like in a drawing format?
Could create like a vacuum cleaner suction.
Oh, true.
It's not quite as
that's
dramatic like that, but that would translate. The sponges that filter feed create currents, basically pumping water through their bodies. A lot of the corals passively feed, so they have their polyps out and open, and they're really adapted to catching material as it floats by. Lots of different parts to their polyps that help trap that material. So I think the Lucicorus is the one that she was saying had like different color morphs. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then
the ghost morph.
We're talking about fish now. And then the Porogatus. Let's see if I can give you darker in color, more distinctive scales, more colored gray, and very distinct features.
A fairly, well, slightly more pointed snout.
And how he describes it, slender cusk eel with mostly notably depressed flattened head, projected snout. Kind of looks like a halosaur, but it's totally not. The color is often tan to gray with the darker head. And then if we were to look at the side view, the diagnostic feature is the presence of 3 prominent lateral lines along the body.
Not just
so
one, but 3.
If we get a chance to zoom in on the side, we'll be on the lookout for that. So
All
that
right.
might be helpful.
That should be very helpful.
For future, yeah. You're the fish guy, so I figure that resonates with you. Can you talk about what the lateral line is used for with fish?
That I can't. And I'm sure one of my professors would be cringing at me right now.
Oh, you're good.
They drilled it into me.
This, he's talked about other fish being able to detect, I think, like electric or magnetic fields. And he also gives some information about what they may be eating. Some of them are microvores, so eating small plankton just above the substrate. So above the seafloor, above the nodules, or wherever they're hanging out.
I wonder if having 3 lateral line system, or 3 lateral lines makes them extremely more receptive to any signals from other fish.
Yeah, highly adapted as a sensory tool. Yep. This is neat. This is the Bassozetus, and I guess we got a good image of the tail. So super fat head, eyes, and then the tail is like this tapered, kind
Fairly
of
skinny in
chunks
comparison.
off, and then yeah, skinny caudal.
Okay.
And
the one that was
this
kind
was
of
the
fat with the
super
head.
fat one.
Yep.
Yeah. We only saw this once, I think.
Yes.
And it looked like it. He says it looks like it's well fed. That's great. Well, appreciate Ken helping us out. Always a balancing act with life at sea and life at home, trying to figure out time to do it all.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'm leaning towards if it's on the paler side with maybe a dark head, but super pale. Doesn't have those 3 lateral lines.
We could still
Lucicorus.
Yeah. Safely assume that it's Lucicorus.
Yeah. And then obviously we'll make sure we get some good data from the shoreside experts to verify.
About 100 meters to the bottom.
Wow.
So we can, when we get to 30 off, we can come all stop. And then we'll get arranged.
Sounds good.
Okay.
That brings up another thought process though. Noting that it has 3 lateral lines. Is that something specific to only that species, or do the other cuscales at that depth have it? Is that an identifying factor?
I think the fact that it has 3 is key to that genus, is how he's written it.
Okay.
I think they all have at least 1. This kind of lateral line runs the length of the fish from the gills to the tail. In some of them, they're more obvious than others. So as we're watching with you all, be on the
Almost
lookout.
there, huh?
It'll help us
Almost.
identify the fish. We're almost there.
Woohoo!
Woo-woo!
Sounds like a video framing challenge, video focus challenge, looking for
Yes.
these lateral lines.
About the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We need all the help we can get.
Profile
including
views are
the beautiful
key.
images. The best of the best, Dave.
We just need the fish
Always.
to pose.
Always. We make high demands back here.
Yep. Just got to tell every single fish to pose for the camera.
Yeah. Crossing 5,000 meters.
All right, come all stop.
Stop there.
I might need to get that dive plan back from Jacob so that the back row has something
What's
to look
the
at. Thank you, Jacob.
Yep.
what's the bearing that you're gonna ask for?
We're going to go 095.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
095. Okay.
When you get your bearings, just let me know and I'll get us moving.
Yeah. No, we're gonna be a little bit.
Wow, looks like it Spun up a little bit on the way down.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a negative wrap to get situated?
Well, it depends what my tether is, because if you do a turn, then it's going to put something into mine. But I don't think it's going to count here because it's not hooked up right.
Right.
So I've been kind of ignoring those wraps a little bit. So if you want to put your auto heading on, and then
at 095?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll try and come underneath.
Okay. Do you want me to?
Yeah, I think you can. I know it'll put more of a turn in, but.
Okay.
We have another excellent question coming in here from the chat. Are megalodons real?
Fossilized teeth would say yes. Whether or not they are still real, as in still around, that is probably going to be a no.
That's for the next movie. It's for the series.
Because, you know, if you have issues with one megalodon, you should go searching for more.
There's some movies on like the giant squid, right? Attacking boats and stuff.
Yep. In fact, they had a giant squid in the last megalodon movie too. Squid or octopus? I can't remember.
I can't tell if you're being serious.
No, I am.
Oh.
It was in the last movie.
Really?
Yeah, the Meg 2.
Okay, I haven't even seen the Megalodon movie. I don't even know what that is, but no wonder all the kids are constantly asking about Megalodons.
Yep.
It all makes sense now.
With Jason Statham.
Okay. Start going down.
Coming down slow.
So Josh, does it feel like you're playing video games?
Well, I don't have a good reference for that because I don't play a lot of video games. But I guess in a sense, I mean, you're using a lot of different information in front of you, and like two-dimensional information and digital information. And then for me, I'm trying to take all that and form kind of a 3D picture in my mind of the situational, my situational awareness, what's going on, where the ship is, what the tether's doing, keeping an eye on all the health of the systems, making sure, you know, I'm flying appropriately. So I guess in a sense, there is some game association there, but unfortunately, I don't have a reset. You know, I have one life to live, so we want to do it right the first time.
Maybe it's more similar to driving a vehicle.
Yeah.
Than playing a car, or than playing a game.
Except you have like this other dimension that you're playing in. It looks a little more sedimenty.
Very much more sediment.
And we're down. We made it.
That's kind of what we expected though, yeah? From the backscatter data?
Yep.
That was me, Josh.
Okay.
Just getting set up here.
I already see a sponge.
The first of the observations.
A bunch of little urchins.
Question is, are they urchins or snails or?
We need to be a little patient.
We've been staring at nothing for a while, so I'm very excited.
Or are they
Just
hats?
stand by. That's
Well, I might go sit on maybe some of these rocks here and try not to stir up the bottom too much. Oh my, what is up ahead of us there?
Yeah, you see that massive thing over there?
Yeah, with the little wings on it.
yeah, I wonder what that could be.
I don't
Guys,
know.
if that's an octopus,
Oh
you
my
have
Octopus!
to be kidding. You can't. There's no way.
I do want to do a white balance.
They
Yes,
love
I know.
us.
I'm headed to do a
They
white
love
balance
us.
right now. I just
But
happened to see that.
If you want
No
to make your
way.
way over that, I'll go with white balance.
Well, I guess we could just confirm.
I've got a
There you
preset
go.
white balance that
We
will do.
definitely have to confirm.
Yeah, we
Confirm
have
or
to
deny.
white balance
Let's
over
take
there.
a look.
There's no way.
Typically, it's vehicle before science, but I'll give you the little science
Thanks,
thing.
Josh.
Thanks, Josh. It looks pretty big, whatever it is.
Oh, that's so an octopus. Can't believe it.
4 out of 4.
The streak.
5.
The streak
This
continues.
is kind of unbelievable.
This would make number
Oh my
5.
goodness.
I don't know if we're allowed to show our faces in the galley anymore.
I think we might get booted off the boat.
What's your sneaking
Might
up
have
on it
to
strategy, Josh?
I
Ride
don't,
one
I
of
don't know.
the
I haven't even
safety
really got my.
rafts, life
Well,
rafts.
he only has so much tether, so we have to really let it come to us.
I haven't really got my trim set
It
up
seems
yet.
like he is kind of coming to us.
Nice.
Going for a ride.
It's just
He's all
hanging
like,
there, really.
I'm gonna turn on. Easy now. Easy now.
People are
getting heated.
super excited. Octo Watch does it again.
Why didn't he
Can you come,
say?
can you come down a bit on the winch?
I don't know. I do feel very privileged.
I love that he came to bring me the dive plan and just saw the octopus. It just made
Left
my night.
immediately.
Oh, man.
Do you want lasers or no lasers?
At least, yeah, for start, thanks.
I'm really
Oh
getting
my
pulled.
gosh.
I'm getting like
He's
pulled to the side.
massive.
Really bad.
He's just cruising.
Yep.
Just
kinda-
slow drifting.
What kind of octopus is that?
But he's not like moving his tentacles at all.
I want to say it's a kind of Dumbo. I feel like I see some fins on it.
This is the same posture we saw when
Yeah.
we encountered it the first time.
Yeah, that's right, Jacob. I'm thinking it might be similar variety, and I feel like the fins might be kind of compressed along the body.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
lasers off. Really getting like, I'm
Thank
really
you.
getting turned like really bad.
Yeah. The best part here is we're not even moving, so you have plenty of time.
I feel very lucky. Keep saying that.
And Adam's already messaged the group.
Yep.
What did he say?
Another one for Octo Watch. Oh my gosh.
This is epic.
I'm a little bit nervous to land like I did before because I think it would take off. But I could set up here and then maybe I'll land way back here and maybe I can zoom in when it goes by.
Okay.
I don't know.
If it takes off going away from us, like it's oriented now, there.
Oh, there it
Oh,
goes.
there you go.
It's a Dumbo.
Oh, wow.
Hey, called
Flopping
it.
around.
Oh.
Don't go. Come back.
Goodbye, friend.
Wow.
Gonna come to the end of your
I
tether
love
there.
the way
Yeah.
that it's swimming.
I'm surprised how much tether
Oh,
you had.
that's all the tether I got.
Can I zoom?
Zoom,
Yeah,
zoom.
sure. Yep.
Micro zoom. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What a treat, what a treat.
Oh, wait. Turn it around.
Oh?
Show
back.
us your face.
Come back.
Hello. Oh.
He's like, why'd you stop following me?
He was.
Just gonna back up a little bit. Get some tether so I can get stable.
Oh, he's opening up. Wow.
Beautiful. Well, I think that's beautiful start to a perfect dive.
Well, I guess you can get your stuff set up.
Nice.
Amazing. I think Dumbos are my new favorite sea creatures.
There you go. Is that what you would like to be reincarnated as? Are you going back to worm?
So if you're being, let's see.
Sorry,
He's opening
holothurians and
up
polychaetes.
again. Why do they open up like that? Do you know?
Propulsion.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that they're getting ready to zippity-doo-dah out of here.
Huh, look at that, like escarpment right there.
Rima Brown said, are these octo
Well,
sightings
the
staged?
tether's fine. Like the tether's not turned.
No.
It's the 6/8.
Octo watch at it again.
It's all very serendipitous.
So I'm gonna come.
Reba's on.
Someone said, oh my god, it's another female. Another Cerothoma,
Wow,
like
look at these
clockwork.
Yep.
A Cerothoma octopus, aka blind cirate octo.
Yep. That's the kind we saw the other day.
2 nights in a row. Immediately once I get on, you guys find an octopus. You're welcome. No point in really showing up to the other watches at this point.
Oh no. Oh no. We love the other watches.
No, they got to see a cool worm.
I am jealous of the worm. We've been looking for those tubes forever.
I know. I made you guys zoom in on every single tube.
It also looks like there's a ton of piles here.
Yes, indeed.
Which is a good sign.
That's a good sign for those echurans or spoon worms. Here's hoping.
That was amazing.
Okay, Josh?
Yep. All good, yep.
All right.
I'm doing a white balance with the cameras now. That was just a preview, just so you know. The work has yet to begin.
Okay, black balance first. We're going to black, but it's very brief on this camera. Except I'm going to do it more than once because I'm trying to fix some dead pixels. And then
These messages.
black. Seems to have taken care of some of the dead pixels. Sorry it leaves you in black for so long. I'm going to do it one more time. There's one that's still stuck. Oh well. And white balance there.
Oh man, in the Atalanta view, in front of Herc, there's mound after mound after mound after mound on the seafloor.
This is really
Lots
exciting.
of mounds.
Okay.
We're going to look at every single one.
All done. Thanks, Jen.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
My goodness.
Look at all those mounds.
Wow.
Wow.
We don't really have to look at every one of them. Be on the lookout for some sort of non-mud shaped tissue, gray looking feature. That might be the mouth or the proboscis rather of the animal.
I wish we had a shovel.
Yeah. Go dig in.
Okay.
Sort of looks like there's crusty material around the mounds.
Okay.
Ready? Everybody ready to go?
Ready, ready.
Ready.
All right.
Let's go.
We'll start moving in about 20 minutes.
Okay, let's zoom in on the mound while we're waiting. Just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. Looks like a sponge in the distance.
Yeah, it will take us a minute to feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of looks like soft sediments and maybe a thin crust. And the darker material that we're seeing around the mounds.
We have a message. Amanda, you're so detailed with your descriptions. Thank you. It's so helpful.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, zoom in, please.
I'm trying to vary the words I use, but I tend to use the word organic matter and deposit feeder a lot. But anyway.
I tend to use the word wow a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm glad. Yeah, I like wow. Says it all. What are we looking at, Mike?
Looks like another glass sponge.
Yeah.
To start off, well, almost to start off.
Is that red behind that glass sponge? It's kind of interesting, no?
Yeah, actually.
The color of the sediment?
Yeah, it's a little red.
Yeah, it does look kind of rusty. I don't know if that's like iron oxide or something else.
Okay, we'll come up.
Sediment does kind of look on the darker brown side than what we've seen before. Maybe it's more organic rich. Given the piles of mounds I'm seeing here, these are indicative of lots of animals living in the mud. There are types of animals called echidnas or spoonworms that can create these mound structures. They move a lot of sediment around. You can see they create these large features. The lasers that we're looking at right now are 10 centimeters wide. So definitely the echidnas or some other infauna are the movers and shakers in this area. Looks like a pile of poop, fecal cast. A few of them all over.
Can we do a very quick zoom on this one?
We can do a long zoom on this one.
Oh, man.
Great. We're just getting started on this dive. Definitely it's been very exciting so far.
Okay, we'll zoom in, please.
Another
That's
hexactinellid.
yeah, glass sponge, hexactinellid.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Run away.
It looks like a hyalinema, kind of tulip shape.
With
there.
An amphipod, it looks like drifting around maybe?
Yeah, kind of waving in the breeze. Great view of the sponge osculum or opening at the tippy top. And all the pores that are consistent with the name of this group, Porifera, that's the phylum. many, many little tiny pores that enable the sponge to filter feed.
Behind the
Okay, well,
sponge, the
Yes.
one that's a little bit more elongated, the white spot.
On the sediment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about something that was found on the last dive that
Yeah, I'll have
kind of
to
had
take
that
a look
shape.
at that. I'm not seeing any soft parts to it.
what, the little spot just in behind?
Yeah.
It's sort of like an oval. Let's
The
Yeah.
doubler.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what that is.
Not either.
Okay, we'll come
Thank you.
wide.
But that looks like little pieces of crust, or not sure what's creating that kind of hard substrate material that we're seeing interspersed with the sediment.
Okay, we'll see what else we can find in the spot area before we get going.
I don't know if we can look at this. Whoop. Right there.
Oh, that little one there, okay.
And just so you people know, on the shore side, no one has explored this area of the seafloor before. So we're seeing this area, this deep sea bottom for the first time, like you all.
Okay, we'll zoom in, please.
Oh, that was not exactly what I thought it was. Sorry.
That's okay.
It looked like something.
Okay, we'll come wide.
Thank you.
Yep.
It does look very different down here than it has in a lot of the other places we've been.
Yeah. What do you notice?
I notice a lot more sand
Mm-hmm.
and a lot more seamounts. Or are those called
They're-
seamounts?
They're
No.
called mounds.
Mounds?
Yep.
Um,
We call them biogenic structures or biogenic features because they're created by biology.
biogenic features.
Mm-hmm.
There's no nodules here. There's a lot of that like interesting looking fecal matter that seems to end up having swirly patterns. Seems like there may be more life underneath than in other places, but who knows?
I definitely think there's a lot of life underneath that we're not able to capture just with our imagery here, but we get hints or clues to their presence based on these mounds.
Okay, we'll zoom in, please.
All right. Let's take a screenshot of that one.
Looks like there may be a little isopod
Yeah,
hanging
or
there.
something, maybe an amphipod on the other side, sort of peeking around the corner.
This one doesn't look so much like a glass sponge, though.
Okay, we'll come wide.
Thanks, pilot.
Yep.
Do you want to have a look at this other one over here?
The other one's good. That one is a
That's
glass
okay.
sponge.
Okay.
But I'm going to see if I can't figure out what this one is.
So yeah, it seems like the backscatter was pretty accurate then
Yep.
in its values.
Yeah, this is good. I'm sure John will be happy.
I'm certainly happy. It's been fun so far. Another coiled pile of poop, which may be more indicative of the acorn worm as well, which you guys saw in the on the last dive.
Did you think that was an acorn worm? Did you see that video?
Okay, so for the record, there were two things. The one that had the extremely long proboscis,
Yeah.
that was like 3 meters.
Yeah.
That was an